What up, everybody? It's your boy, Charles Sagi, back on another video, aka Goose from Shen. Here to bring you a review on Scream Resurrection, which I just finished not literally 5 seconds ago, or 10 seconds ago. What to say about Scream Resurrection other than it was amazing. I loved it. I loved it a lot. Paris Jackson, gotta say, probably the sexiest Ghostface we've ever had yet. Possibly the sexiest. I mean, we had Emma, whatever her other name was, first name in 4, in Scream 4. But this one took the cake. Paris Jackson and Tiger were the freaking killers. It was such an amazing video. Favorite character, it's gotta be Paris, Beth, who's one of the killers, and I'm gonna say Keke Palmer's character, which is Kim. Yeah, Kim. The reason why is actually Keke Palmer's character Kim reminds me of my mom's friend Kim Parker when I was growing up. Reminds me a lot of her. Let me give you the rundown of the story. The story of the story of Scream Resurrection. So the story basically is about this kid about 11 years ago or something like that, some years ago, in Georgia, or in a little bit of smaller town in Georgia. A kid and his twin brother Marcus and Dion. Marcus and Dion are going trick or treating. Marcus gets bullied by this kid, and his candy is thrown over a fence. And Dion and Marcus go over the fence, which they are told that the guy who lives in that area in his junkyard is known for killing kids and cutting them up and butchering them. And what happens is Dion goes up to Marcus, and Marcus kills, or the guy who owns the junkyard ends up, we think, killing Marcus. What really was not the case, and what we find out later is that before they had went into the junkyard, Marcus and Dion switched costumes for Halloween. Marcus was a Ghostface, and Dion was a football player. So they switched costumes. Now Marcus is wearing the football player uniform, and Dion's wearing the Ghostface uniform. And Dion's the one who gets attacked but doesn't die, and hides in a trunk of a junkyard car, but is forgotten about. No one knows where he is, and he dies of starvation, most likely in suffocation, in the car 5 days later. And it's that Marcus is basically takes the identity of Dion instead of telling everyone that he's Marcus and not Dion, and that Marcus had switched things. And that his brother, who's played by Tiger, Jay, finds out about this and wants revenge, and then meets Beth and a bunch of other things. And anyway, so that was possibly one of the greatest Scream series I've ever seen. I know I've seen this original series that they made on MTV, Scream, which was good. Don't get me wrong, there are some good scenes, but this one had the ending line that Kim says. And it was said in the beginning of the first Scream movie, and the end of all of the Scream movies, usually. But always remember, the killer comes back from, no matter if it's a reboot, re-sequel, doesn't matter. The killer comes back for one final scare. And at that moment, Beth, who's the other partner serial killer, which we had 2, just like in 4 and in 1, I believe. We also had it in 2, I believe. I'm not sure if we had it in 2, Scream 2, but I think we did. Comes back, and Kim shoots her with a gun 3 times. and boom, she dawned. Anyways, it's also based on Marcus's / Dion's dreams to be going to San Diego State University and be for on a football scholarship, which in the end of the film he ends up doing, and everyone's happy. They're on the beach, and Liv, his now girlfriend, who he meets during the ordeal, is with him, and they're about to give a kiss, and all of a sudden he gets a phone call, and it says no caller ID, which is everyone knows if or watches the Scream series, when the killer Ghostface calls, usually it says no caller ID. And it said no caller ID. He answers, and he just, instead of answering the phone, I thought that was hilarious. He looks at each other, smiles, and then presses the button to decline the call. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised no one does that in the entire series. Like, no one's like, fuck you, I don't give a shit, nah. And like, he's like, I'm not dealing with your shit no longer. Anyways, it was an amazing, amazing show. Definitely go watch it. If you haven't seen it, if it comes on demand, watch it on demand. Great show, highly recommend it. Another thing I liked about Scream Resurrection was that the deaths were innovative. This one death it was the beginning of the episode series. The guy, literally Ghostface, who's played by Tiger's character in this situation, we reviewed it. Tiger did this one kill. Cuts the guy's throat, slices the guy's neck like here, either it's here or here, and then puts a bag over his head, a plastic bag that basically now he's bleeding here and he's also suffocating at the same time, which by the way was an ingenious kill, I think. Another one is where this guy is kid is trapped in a cornfield and he's in a car trapped, and he just let the car on fire and he burns to death basically. Basically there's not a lot of innovative kills, but that was like the one I saw the most innovative. There's one where this guy was poisoned through the eye with a drug, and then but pinned by a railing, or not a railing, a group of stairs that come down in apartments. They can climb up. Usually you see them in like Brooklyn or in big cities. Those in the balcony area. That's where. Yeah, but he wasn't on the balcony. He was on the ground floor, and it pinned him through right here, like right around his neck. It didn't kill him, but it pinned him. I thought it was another innovative way to kill someone. Especially the first time they used a needle as a poisoning as a method in Scream. Definitely a great one. This is I love this one a lot. Paris Jackson, so fucking hot in this. I'm sorry. I know I'm seeing someone, but legit, she was hot. I correct. She made me laugh. I agree. I don't agree with what she was doing in the movies. Obviously, fucking killing people for no apparent, just because someone stole their identity. Not technically stole their identity, just whatever. But it's still great series. Definitely go check out Scream Resurrection. If I had to give it out of horror rating, or a rating out of 10 out of 10, I'll probably get an 8.5, maybe a 9. There were some things that they could have done better, like, I don't know, prolong the series, even though it was a limited sub series. They could have had more of a interesting. This one was funny because this one actually made me judge who the killer was for the entire time. Like, at one scene, I thought it was the girlfriend of Dion, who we later find out is Marcus. But no, it's not Dion. It's not Marcus or Dion's girlfriend. It is, or Marcus's girlfriend. It is Beth and Jay. Now, the first time we've gotten this, where Jay, besides in 4, where the killer kills one of their their guys, instead of the two killers kill one of the other ones. One of the killers kill the other killer. And you've got that in this one as well. But in the last time, this one, the person did not know, the main character did not know who the killer was, and we got a hint that it was a she, by what he says, she won't let you live, or won't allow my revenge to go away. She'll kill you and everyone you love, basically. And that's the end of this. That's the end of the review for Scream Resurrection. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. If you haven't done so already, definitely check out. If you're new, please subscribe. Tell me if you watched the Scream Resurrection along with me, or like I did. Tell me what you thought of it in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video, guys.